Hey, Bourbon family, welcome back to Whiskey Phoenix, where smooth is optional and fire is mandatory. I am back today to continue on with my Moerlein Lager House Weller tasting. Now, if you remember from previous videos, fam, I'm just going to say it again in case you haven't seen the previous ones. There were 5 Wellers available to taste at Moerlein Lager House. My brother was kind enough to get me tickets to attend, and I was actually excited because I hadn't had very much from Weller. So I'm only rating 4 out of the 5 because my brother got me a bottle of the Weller Special Reserve. So, just to recap, coming in at number 4 was the Antique 107. Coming in at number 3 was the Moerlein Lager House Foolproof Barrel Pick. Coming in at number 2 was the CYPB. And today, coming in at number 1 is the Weller 12 year. I was, again, very happy to be able to run through most of the rainbow of the Weller products. Now for me, on the 12 year, on the nose, there was honey and caramel. There was like sweet oak, and even I put in my notes just slight citrus. So I was really struggling to decide whether it was like, orange or, lemon zest or orange peel. So my notes literally just say, and citrus. Now on the palate, this was very creamy and viscous. It just, I said I kind of wanted to chew one of the other ones, and this one I really kind of wanted to like chew on. I just felt like the creaminess and as viscous as it was just coated my whole palate. That vanilla on the nose came through on the palate, the caramel as well. But what was interesting is I picked up a hint of cinnamon and some cherry. And again, in my notes, it just says cherry. So I don't know if we're talking like a dark cherry, like a black cherry. That's kind of what I lean to thinking back on it, because I am not a maraschino cherry fan. So, but I didn't distinguish, and I just wrote cherry. The finish on this was long and lingering, and it gave way to some sweetness that led into some molasses. The vanilla that was on the nose, on the palate, came through and stayed on the finish, as well as the caramel and the oak. So really the vanilla and caramel just stayed with me the entire way on this 12 year, from the nose to the palate to the finish. Fam, I'm not gonna lie. I've said that that I'm kind of on the fence with Weller. I think it may be, overhyped. I know of other ones out there that people covet more than some of the Weller products, but I know people out there that cover the Weller products as well and chase that rainbow. I have to say, overall, doing this Weller experience down at Moerlein Lager House in Cincinnati, it has opened me up some. I still like I'm obviously I'm missing some in the rainbow, but overall, really, with the ones that I think finished 1 and 2 for me, the 12 year and the CYPB, I think Weller's got, a solid lineup out there, and I'd be interested to be able to, taste the other parts of the rainbow that, I wasn't able to do during the Weller tasting. I mean, if somebody offered me up a, pour of a Weller 12 year or a CYPB, probably even, a foolproof. Yeah, I'm gonna, take it and accept it. This experience really kind of helped, take me off the fence. And I don't know if I'm like off the fence when I say it's like can be overhyped, Weller products can be. But again, from what I understand in Ohio, they're getting easier and easier to find. But yeah, you know, I have a new appreciation for what I tasted in this Weller lineup. In the Special Reserve, I will get around to doing a separate video on that for a daily bourbon review. So I'm not going to forget the Special Reserve. That was also part of the Moerlein Lager House tasting. Fam, what do you think of Weller's 12 year? Is it one of your favorites? Finish number 1 for me. What Weller products have you had that you would recommend that if I get a chance to try them, I should try them? Drop in the comments below and let me know. Fam, I hope you are hanging in there on this Thirsty Thursday, this Thankful Thursday. We are almost to the end of the long first work week back. If you are going to partake on this Thirsty Thursday, as always, family, please drink responsibly. And remember, stay sharp, stay burning, rise again, and I'll see you in the next one.